Hey guys, and welcome to the show where we talk about everything stock related. So we look at what's happening in the market, we talk about different investments and trading strategies, and we also look at just how you can really go about increasing and improving your investments in the stock market. So today we're actually going to talk about investing in the stock market for beginners. So when it really comes down to investing, the first thing that you want to do is you want to educate yourself. Now, when it comes down to education, the easiest way is by reading a few books. And best books that I can recommend that you can read is you can look at The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. There is One Up on Wall Street by Peter Lynch and How to Buy Stocks by Louis Engel. Now these books really they just go from the basics of purchasing stocks. So they go from just telling you what a stock is and defining it and telling you the different types of stocks that are out there and how you can go about purchasing the stocks and telling you different types of stocks and the markets and these sorts of stuff into actual trading strategies and how to really think like an investor and like a trader. And when you're also considering education, you want to also get in touch with watching videos and listening to audio. So you want to find experts within the field and just start following them. So you want to soak in as much information and gain as much knowledge from these persons as you can actually get from them. And information on the internet is pretty free right now. So there is the channels dedicated to investing that you can follow, and then you can also follow these YouTube pages and stuff like that. And with education, you also want to do courses. So I'm not suggesting that anybody goes out and does a degree in terms of stocks, but doing a short course like a 6 weeks or 8 weeks or so actually teaches you a lot. So I remember when I was actually right before COVID came, I actually while I was working I wanted to increase my knowledge on trading, and so I did a course with Get Smarter about trading. And what they did, they actually taught me different trading strategies and different really building out models, financial models. So in the past, when I would be analyzing and assessing companies, I would actually be doing it the old school way. So I get pen, paper, notepad, and a calculator, and I'd be crunching the numbers and calculating the different ratios and all these sorts of stuff. Now, then I went and found out about the course on Get Smart. So what they do is they actually link up with top universities across the world. And what I did was I actually did a 6 week course with them, and they taught me a whole new light in terms of financial modeling, building out that whole model to create and really assess the company. So what they did, they taught me how to separate and the positives and negatives and the things about hard coding and using formulas and all these different things. And I can definitely say that since I have done this course with them, I have been much more comfortable. I've been a lot more efficient, and I've made a lot less mistakes because now when I'm building these models, the longest period that it takes is the actual setting up of these models. But once I actually have the models up and running about, then each year or each quarter, depending on how I'm assessing the companies, all I have to do is just add in, remove, maybe change a formula or two. But it really is a lot less time consuming rather than as opposed to how I would have done it in the past, where I'll have to be calculating each new time, and now I just copy and paste and everything works out. And so by educating yourself, you would actually have been much better in investing, and by educating myself as well, I was now able to actually gain these knowledge and be more efficient in terms of my investing and my whole just going out about and about. And the next thing that I want to actually talk about is you want to actually practice what you do. So when you go about and you read the books and you listen to the audios and you watch the videos and you do the courses, now the best form of knowledge or the best way to learn is by practicing. So if you do not practice the new skills that you would have acquired, then statistically within 3 months you tend to forget everything that you'd have learned. And so all that knowledge that you'd have acquired, if you have not been practicing it immediately after or even during the learning process, you actually would be doing more harm to yourself, because you'd have gained the knowledge and then lost it, and then you'd be trying to remember exactly what to do. And so what you really need to do is just practice everything you have learned. So if you read a book and you get the ideas, write them down. If you listen to an audio or watch a YouTube video and they talk about a particular stock or a particular trading strategy to use, do some more research, explore it more, and then you go about and actually just implement the strategy. And if you're doing courses, practice it. So in order to actually have that practice, you want to open your brokerage account. So that's the next topic I want to talk about. So opening a brokerage account is very simple and easy nowadays, and it can be done within about 24 to 48 hours, because there are just a few documents that these brokers really need and require. And these would be just your ID, source of funds, proof of address, and just really just to verify who you are and just have that stable income. So how you make your money, and that really is it. So once you can provide these brokers with this, then you should have your account opened up within 24 to 48 hours. And it is very easy. You can just do everything online. The account is open and you get the approval, you get the account number, they tell you how to send the funds to it, and you're able to start making your first trade. And so when you're actually going to do this now, this will be my most important tip, and that is goals. Now, when you are trading, especially as a beginner and as a newbie, you want to set your goals. Now, the goals will tell you the direction and really the strategies that you need to use to invest in the market. So when I just started trading years back, I lacked all of these because I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue. Like, I knew I had money and I wanted to make more money. And so I went to open up a brokerage account and bought some stocks, and I left it there. I didn't even look back on these companies for about 6 or 7 years. And out of that 7 year period, the next time that I actually put more funds in it was when I actually went to the first AGM in my life. And then that's when I learned more about what the company was doing, and I was impressed with what they were doing and the direction they were heading, and so I bought more of the company stocks. And fast forward a few years now, and pre-COVID, that stock actually had made over 1,000% on it. And so if I actually had goals and I had a strategy at the time, I would have been able to capitalize a lot more on that growth and on that rally that the stock would have done. And so having goals really tells you exactly what to do, because when you have your goals you actually set it out. So your goals, if it's to have a particular amount invested or to invest in a certain sectors, put it on the goals, and then once you do that, no, you set your timeline as to how quickly you want to get these. So if your goal is $1 million and your timeline is 4 years, and you earn $150,000 a year, then you know that you are going to have to be a bit more aggressive to get to $1 million over 4 years. So you probably are investing anywhere from 1 to 2 thousand US dollars every month, with the expectation that you're going to be very aggressive, which means that you're going to be taking on a lot more risk. And so with these risks, the likelihood or the expectation is that it will pay off. And so the risk for you losing funds would be that you'll be earning above normal or extraordinary returns on your funds, and you want to keep doing this over and over and over. So you want to compound these extraordinary returns as much as possible. And so you'll be setting a timeline. So even though you have 4 years and $1 million, you want to set your timeline. So every month, this is how much I need to be earning each month to actually get to that goal. And that really is what the goals is, which really would have tied into strategizing as well too. So goals and strategies would actually help in terms of you getting into that investment and that outcome that you would want. And so by implementing all of these, you would actually have been just about ready to have your investment account. You're ready to actually start trading and ready to really dive deep into the markets and know exactly what to do. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I do hope that you do like it. If you do, feel free to leave us a thumbs up and any comments you might have down below. And if you have any questions, do get in touch and I will definitely respond to you. So until next time, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new episodes. Until next time, subscribe. Take care. Love you guys.